Well, Nabukli and Skutanyaki, how's it going? Welcome to Minecraft tutorial. We will call this Piotrland. This is gonna be hardcore. In order to survive, you'll have to follow a set of rules. Now, these rules will be sort of your little guide as to what you're supposed to do. So for example, rule number 1, get some wood and stone. It's a pretty obvious one. Spawn in, find a tree, break that tree down with your fists, and then make the crafting table. Also, you should probably make some sticks. The sticks will be useful to create tools. The only wooden tool we will need is the pickaxe. Otherwise, don't even bother crafting anything else. It'll just be a waste of time. Unless maybe you want an axe to go and get some more wood. However, you'll be moving on to stone straight away. Again, this is hardcore, so I'd recommend doing stuff as fast as possible. So, once you get to cobblestone, I'd recommend 16 to 24. You need cobblestone in order to create furnaces and stone tools. The only 2 stone tools you'll need is a pickaxe and an axe. It's pretty simple and straightforward. You create 2 furnaces. I'll tell you why you need the second one later. And an axe. This is what your inventory should look like, give or take. And straight after that, just pick up your crafting table and move on. Now, in order to survive, there is a second rule you're going to have to follow, and that rule is quite simple. Get some food. Now, there are multiple sources of food, but the ones I recommend is always the meat. Always go for the meat. So chop down a few trees and whatnot, and get some gravel. Not specifically gravel, but you'll need the flint from the gravel. Once you get the flint, you'll be able to create flint and steel, if you get iron by any chance, and with that you can actually set the animals on fire and get the cooked version of the food that they drop. So, it's easy enough. Now, there is a little rule 2.1 that I came across when I was recording this, and that is stay the fuck away from these skeletons. They are the biggest pain in the arse. If you see one, get the fuck out, because they have a really high chance of killing you. I mean, as you can see there, I almost died. It was close. Luckily I had the axe. The axe is going to act as your little defender and tree chopper. Now the first animal we can kill is a pig. The pig will drop a pork chop. Easy enough. 1 or 2. And next one is chicken, which drops chicken and feathers.
No! God, please, no! No!
Poor guy. I honestly felt bad on that one. Anyways, and now let's move on. The third source of meat is cows, steak, and leather. Leather is not edible, however you can make books out of it. And the last one will probably be sheep. Sheep, wool, and mutton. Easy enough. Rule number 3. Start mining as soon as possible. So the first thing you'll probably mine is coal. Coal you'll use to create torches. Also, you can use coal as a fuel source for your furnaces, which you will need in order to proceed and acquire other iron tools and whatnot. Moving on with that, just, use 1 or 2 maximum of your coal that you mined and eat. Make sure your health is full, and then find a good cave. Finding a good cave is very important, because once you find a good one, you should clear out maybe a few lines in, and then just get all the iron and coal and whatnot as possible. In this case, I came across a bit of a skeleton. Moving back to 2.1, avoid skeletons. I could not avoid him here, so I had to go against my own rules and almost die again with 3 health. And what we see now is iron. Iron ingots can create armor and tools, and most importantly, a fucking shield. Shield will be the reason you can avoid the rule 2.1 of avoiding skeletons. You will need the shield so badly. And then craft the armor, sword, axe, and pickaxe as soon as possible, because you will need them. You will need all of them in order to survive. Beautiful, beautiful shield. Moving on. Just keep exploring the cave. get any and all iron you can, just pick up, and don't do this stupid mistake that I did. Oh, this one scared the shit. Oh, this one scared the shit out of me, man. This one genuinely scared the shit out of me, because I hate those little fast fuckers. They are the biggest pain in the motherfucking ass that you can encounter in Minecraft. Your fucking Ender Dragon is nothing on these bitches. Those little zombies, whoa, terrible. And moving on with that, just keep mining and whatnot, just keep exploring. In this case, I managed to find a monster spawner. In this case, it was a zombie. However, unless you're building your house quite close to where the spawner is, I'd recommend destroying it for the XP. However, if your house is close, keep it. Make sure to keep it, because it will be an incredible source of XP farm. Moving on, you need to find these bait. Oh yeah, you're gonna need a lot of, well, no, actually you're not gonna need a lot of diamonds. When you mine diamonds with an iron pickaxe, with that you can create tools and the enchantment table. Easy enough. You need only a maximum 3 to 7 diamonds for the first time you're gonna go mining. You just don't need much. The next ore you're introduced to is redstone. Redstone can be used to create really fucking weird contraptions. It's for big brain dudes. Steve is genius. After you move on from that, there's the lapis lazuli, used to enchant your items. Very important, pick it up. Iron pickaxe or diamond pickaxe, the usual. If you feel like you're really struggling to find any diamonds whatsoever, use the strip mining technique. The idea behind that is to go to Y5 or Y11. You can turn on coordinates by pressing F3 on your keyboard, and you just mine in a straight line, or mine in a straight line and then mine off to the sides, create little branches. With that, you have a really high chance of running into a vein of diamonds, simply because of the generation of it. In this case, wow, I was able to find one pretty fast. It only took about 5 minutes or so. And once you mine those diamonds, you move on. You move up. You just mine up, use the blocks that you got from mining, and jump up and place them. Wow, that was really hard to praise. And then just continue on with your journey. Try and make a bed, sleep through any nights, and then from there, after that incredible night, go find yourself your biome. Well, before that, I did kind of screw up and I forgot to gather obsidian, so I had to make a bucket, go out, get water. Luckily I found a lava lake, and it kind of set the forest on fire, but nevertheless I found a lava lake. And with that, I was able to cover the lava sources with water, which created obsidian. You need about 14 to 18 obsidian. You do need quite a bit for an enchantment table and nether quartz. That's really all you need obsidian for. Once you collect your 14 to 18 obsidian with a diamond pickaxe, that's the only thing that can pick it up. Oh, besides netherite in 1.16. Now rule number 4. Build your house. As I said before, find your little biome, clear it up, I found some dire wolves actually in this biome.
You know what dire wolves are, right? They're like wolves, but they're dire.
And I adopted them. I'll give them name tags later once I make a good fishing rod. Continuing on with that, I just built a basic house. You can build any house, whether it's this or just one made out of dirt, whichever makes you comfortable. I decided to make one out of cobblestone and oak planks. It wasn't too difficult. It took me about half an hour or so, plus the gathering of resources because I kept running out. If you want to copy the same one, honestly, I don't mind, just go ahead. I kind of made it up on the spot. It's based off this other one that I found in a book, in a Minecraft book that I bought when I was 7. Oh, sorry, not 7. When did I buy it? Oh, it was around 13, 14. Actually, a lot older than 7. In any case, another problem I made is I didn't build armor. Build armor. Get armor as soon as humanly possible. Because remember, this is hardcore. You will not get a second chance. So, continue building your house. Make sure you're fitted with armor. Have a bed. Make a blast furnace. Since you were out mining for a while, a blast furnace would really come in handy. The recipe is simple. You just need 5 iron, 3 smooth stone, we're done. Now rule number 5. Build the nether portal. You don't have to enter it yet. It's simple. 4x5 with the corners not too required, and you need a flint and steel to light it up. I'd recommend not going into it just yet. Just finish off the others. Now there's a rule 5.1 that I decided to add, which is just make the enchantment table. You'll soon enough make a room for it. But for that you do need books. And for books you need leather, which means you need to go out and collect leather, which I will talk about later on. For now, just make the enchantment table. From here, after you build that enchantment table, just store it away and go to sleep. The next day, let's move on to the next rule. Make a farm. A farm is so handy to have due to the fact that it's replenishable. It can be simple. It doesn't have to be some big redstone automatic contraption sort of farm. Just make it easy. Make it easy for yourself. Just build a regular farm. Just as regular as they can get in Minecraft. For example, the one I'm building here. I put 8 blocks between all the water sources. Oh, yeah. Between all the water sources, I put 8 blocks. Hence, that allows me to have about 16 farmlands for plus aesthetic blocks. I don't know where I got number 6. Where the fuck did I get number 16 from? I meant 64. Because I usually build 8x8. I am very stupid, aren't I? Anyways, moving on. Because I'm beginning to confuse myself and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Make a meat farm. Rule 7, just make a meat farm. By a meat farm I mean a mob grinder of sorts. The one I like to usually make is the cow farm. For that, you just need to grab a bit of wheat in order to lure the cows in, obviously. And then you'll need to actually make the structure. The farm is a bit weird because it bases off game mechanic. It's 3x3x4 and you basically cram a bunch of cows into one block onto one block, and once they exceed number 24, so once there's more than 24 cows, they begin to die off. They still drop all their items, which is why you need the hopper. The hopper goes into the chest and then, that's where all the stuff goes. The reason I put glass there is because glass is transparent. It basically means not a full block, so I can still open the chest whilst the glass block is still on top. So just proceed with the usual thing you were planning to do and get the cows. Now, this is probably the most painstaking part, especially if the cows are really, really far away. But keep going at it. Make sure those cows go into that hole. And once you do, feed them. Actually, sorry. Once you do, place water inside onto the hopper. Then place a fence post on top. So as you can see, I put the water there. I put the fence post there. And then feed them. Now I didn't feed them in this because again, I'm a bit stupid in the head. But once you feed them, they'll reproduce, they'll have the third one, you keep feeding them, blah blah blah. Wow, this sounds really cruel. Just making them all shag their own relatives. And have a limit of 24 relatives at a time. Holy shit, that's cruel. Anyways, I think they won't really survive, but it'll be grand. Moving on. Once you have the mob farm set up, and the regular farm set up, and the nether portal set up, and your house set up, and a decent amount of everything, I'd say you're ready to go to the nether, you know? Just cook all your food, have a decent food before going to the food supply before going to the nether. Maybe, you know, make your house look a little bit nicer like I did here with the smooth stone. Personally, one of my favorite blocks ever. Make the corners a little nicer, whichever. Bring your dogs inside. Make sure they enjoy the company of torches and wood. Definitely the best combination. And that's it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.